Jai.
Oh, you know, we're just about to have e-books shipped. It's almost done. Thank you, Trishub, for pushing it forward. Did you just get back? Yeah, we'll probably have 1,000 to start with. But we've been designing the package over the last few days. And the way that works these days is they'll be printed in San Jose. They'll send the order from Sweden where they're working on it. And then we'll have the first distributable e-books. Thanks to the e-book team. Hare Krishna. Good work. Did you lose your spot? Are you okay back there? Okay.
Any way for electronic delivery of e-books also? Because
Yes.
that will be the next point. You know,
It's
is there
available.
Available? Okay.
Yeah, just go to Amazon.
Amazon.
Amazon.com, Kindle.
Okay.
They all, Hare Krishna. You can download books, the A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada books. Huh? Bhagavad Gita is available. It's just that when we're going out to distribute them, we're experimenting with different ways how you're going to deliver it. You can't just say go to the web. I mean, you can say that, but if you hand it to them and they have a disc and it's got all the different formats like EPUB and Kindle, Nook, everything is available on that one disc. They put it in their computer, then they can download it and put it onto their device, whatever it is. Anyway, it's an experiment. I think they'll sell well for Christmas. We'll have them in probably 10 days.
Yeah. I was getting worried because I not heard from them. I was worried if we are going to...
Well, I took it the next leg because in Vrindavan we had a meeting with the BBT. So all the work that you and Jagannath have done, then that brought it to, that woke everyone up actually, because they were sort of, they had formed a little bit of a team there, but no one was doing anything except for you two. You had pushed it forward. So when I got to the meeting in Vrindavan, they were ready for the next leg, and that's what was done.
I think it was your clear vision about book distribution that actually took it.
I don't think so. Thank you for that, but it was definitely your teamwork that did it. Yes, Ramananda.
Which books are available in e-book form? It's just Bhagavad Gita, or all books are available?
Not all, many books.
Many books, okay.
Yeah.
The one, the CD that we are making, which books that?
Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita.
We're starting with that.
Okay.
It's an experiment. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, excellent. Here's a donation to our library. One is called Salted Bread, and the other is The Journey Home. Thank you very much for this wonderful donation. Would you please put them in the library case? Thank you. We're going to have to start the Dewey Decimal System pretty soon because we're getting so many books. Shraddha?
Probably one comment and one question. The comment was that when I go out on book distribution, a lot of time people have said that I don't need the book because I do everything on the computer.
Perfect.
So the e-book
Now
will
we have
come very handy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my second, the question was that Prabhuji, this might be a silly question, but when you say that recite the prayers in unison,
Yeah.
what is the technique that that one should follow to speak in unison? I mean, I try to listen to you and then just follow that. Is that the lead? Like, follow the lead. How
We could try that next time. We could have one leader and everyone could follow the same pace. That tends to work in many circumstances. Is that a suggestion in the form of a question?
No, I was just wondering, because I tend to do that. And so all the time, like, even if there are like 12, 15 people in the room, I tend to like tune myself to you.
Okay.
And that, yeah, and I was just curious. We can
I
try it
think
next
that's
time,
the
yeah.
best way to get unison is to pick one horse and then follow that horse. So we'll have we'll pick one horse next time for that. And where are you coming from? Sorry for the sun in your eyes.
I'm coming from the Bhakti Center. I stayed there last night.
Bhakti Center in New York?
No.
Oh, this center, the Bhakti Center. And where are you from?
I'm from... Huh? The college group. I'm from Armenia originally.
Armenia.
Yeah.
What, you speak Armenian?
I do.
Nice.
But I lived in New York City for years, many years, and then I just moved to the Bay Area.
Welcome to the Bay Area. Welcome to our mandir, our temple.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, Hare Krishna. Nice to see you. Now we're going to sing from the songbook, a beautiful song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And this song is about Lord Chaitanya. And we'll find it on page number 38. So the song says, when a tinge of red on the eastern horizon heralded the sunrise, the jewel of the twice-born Lord Gaurasundar immediately awakened, taking his devotees with him. He went all over the countryside, visiting the towns and villages of Nadia. The mridangas resounded, tatai, tatai. The cymbals chimed in time, and Lord Gauranga's footbells jingled as his golden form trembled slightly in ecstatic love of God. Lord Chaitanya called out to the townsfolk, you spend your nights uselessly sleeping and your days decorating your bodies. Now just fill your mouths with the vibrations of the holy name. Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari, chanting without offense. You have achieved the rare human body. Don't you care for this gift? If you do not serve the darling of Yashoda now, great sorrow awaits you at death. Each time the sun rises and sets, a day passes and is lost. Then why do you remain idle and refuse to serve the Lord of the heart? Understand this essential fact. Life is temporary and full of all kinds of miseries. So make it your only business to take shelter of the holy name and always engage in his service. Desiring to bless all souls, the sweet name of Krishna has descended to the material world and now shines like the sun in the sky of the heart, destroying the darkness of ignorance. Drink the pure nectar of the holy name of Krishna and thus satisfy the soul of Bhakti Vinod. There is nothing but the holy name within all the 14 worlds. And now we're just going to go back through these verses, and you can match them with a shloka from the Shastra. Are you ready for round one? When a tinge of red on the eastern horizon heralded the sunrise, the jewel of the twice-born Lord Gaurasundar immediately awakened. Taking his devotees with him, he went all over the countryside, visiting the towns and villages of Nadia. What do you have?
Can we use other songs?
Okay.
So maybe Nadia Nagare Nitya Nache Nache Gaire.
What about it?
It talks about that in the town of Nadia, Lord Chaitanya goes around singing and dancing.
Okay. And that's what they do. Their process is described as Kevala Ananda Kanda. So there are other kinds of kandas. There's the Jnana Kanda. There's the Yoga Kanda. This is the Ananda Kanda, described by Narottam Das Thakur. Lochan Das Thakur says, Kevala Ananda Kanda. The process of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda is simply the path of Ananda, happiness, joyfulness. So there's singing and dancing. This is the process of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he's rising early in the morning and taking all his followers with him and going throughout the countryside doing this beautiful kirtan. The first time that the devotees from the west came back to India and they came into Navadvip, the people there were overwhelmed with awe and reverence and happiness because they worshiped Lord Chaitanya there. And they now saw that his movement was spreading all over the world and that Western devotees dancing, singing, chanting were coming down the street. And people were coming out of their houses from every direction and offering flowers and worshipping the ground where the kirtan party had just gone and feeling great happiness. So number 2, the mridangas resounded, tatai, tatai, the cymbals chimed in time, and Lord Gauranga's footbells jingled as his golden form trembled slightly in ecstatic love of God. Something from the Shastra. Shraddha, go ahead.
Was a question that can we just use any verse which just describes dancing in general?
Why don't you try it and see if it works?
Okay. This is from our Brahma Samhita where it says, Katha Ganam Natyam Gamanam Api Vanshi Priya Sakhi Chidanandam Jyoti Jyotihi Paramapi.
And it means?
Does it work? So they are basically describing the place where Krishna lives. So he's saying that I'll just read the translation from here. So he says where every word is a song, every gate is a dance, the flute is a favorite attendance, the effulgence is full of transcendental bliss, and the supreme spiritual entities are all enjoyable and tasty.
Yes. Description of the spiritual world. There's dancing, singing, and ecstasy. And Srimad Bhagavatam said, Tarashmasharam hridayam batedam, that the heart is steel framed. It's not in the shloka book, but it's in the Bhagavatam. Tarashmasharam hridayam batedam. Yet the heart should melt, and one should feel ecstasy. And we say, Krishna bolbe jabe pulak habe jorbe anki bolitai. That when you chant Krishna's names, the symptom of advancement is that tears come to the eyes and your hair stands on end and you feel shivering in your body. So these symptoms of Lord Chaitanya are the symptoms of love of God. Next, text 3. Lord Chaitanya called out to the townsfolk, you spend your nights uselessly sleeping and your days decorating your bodies. Now just fill your mouths with the vibration of the holy names, Mukunda, Madhava, Yadava, Hari, chanting without offense. Could you please grab a second canto and look up the verse, Tadashmasharam hridayam batedam. Use the mic.
यश्चक्षुरेश सविता सकल गृहाणम राजा समस्त सुरमूर्ति रसेश तेजा यस्यज्ञ भ्रमति संभ्रमात कालचक्रो गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तमहं भजामि. So kalachakra, like the sun also setting and goes, one day comes, so your life is gone, and the sun is itself afraid of Mukunda, and you are not even afraid of the Mukundas. So it is better to chant the holy name of the Lord.
Nice, very nice. And we have you spend your nights uselessly sleeping and your days decorating your bodies. Now just fill your mouths with the vibration of the holy names, Mukunda, Madhava, Yadava, Hari, chanting without offense. Reference, yes. Shraddha, and then, yeah, go ahead.
Maybe shouldn't quote, but this is from Sankaracharya. He says, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam Mudamate. That means, O fool, just chant the name of Govinda. Just chant Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam. He repeated 3 times. Just chant the names of Govinda. Just worship Govinda, or chant the names of Govinda. O fool.
Yeah, that's Shankaracharya was actually a covered Vaishnava, Lord Shiva. But that verse that's quoted, Prabhupada quotes that verse all the time. He's coming out to say, actually, you know, forget all this other speculation that you're doing. Just worship Krishna. Tadashmasharam hridayam batedam. Okay, the next verse. You have achieved this rare human body. Don't you care for this gift? If you do not serve the darling of Yashoda now, great sorrow awaits you at death. Where does it say in the Shastra that, yes?
Prabhuji, before I go into that one, can I say one thing about
Yes.
the previous verse? And
Yes,
that was because you had particularly mentioned about this as your experience, that once you were going for the Mangal Arati, and at that time, I think it was a weekend, and you all were going to the Mangal Arati, and people were returning from a Friday night party, and at that time, that time you had mentioned the verse from Bhagavad Gita which says, Ya Nisha, I don't remember that what is night for normal people is actually the daytime for. And so I just remember that one.
Okay, can you recite it? It's in your book, I'm sure. Yeah, let's hear it. Anisha Sarva Bhutanam.
Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati samyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sha nisha pashyate munehe. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-control, and the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage.
And the number?
It's 2.69 on page 50 of the shloka.
269 in the Gita.
And
Here's the verse that I was bringing up earlier. Tadashmasaram hridayam batedam yad grihamanar harinama dehyai na vikriyetata yatavikaro netre jalam gatra ruhesha harsha. Certainly that heart is steel-framed, which in spite of one's chanting the holy name of the Lord with concentration, does not change when ecstasy takes place, tears fill the eyes, and the hairs stand on end. This is from 2nd Canto, 3rd chapter, 24th verse. Okay. Rare human body. Where does it say in Shastra?
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 6, Text 1, Sri Prahalad Maharaj says, Kaumara acharet pragnyo dharman bhagavatan ya durlabham manusham janma tad api adruvam artadam. Prahlad Maharaj said, one who is sufficiently intelligent should use the human form of body from the very beginning of life. In other words, from the tender age of childhood to practice the activities of devotional service, giving up all other engagements. The human body is most rarely achieved, and although temporary like the other bodies, it is meaningful because in human life one can perform devotional service. Even a slight amount of sincere devotional service can give one complete perfection.
Nice. Good citation. Next verse. Each time the sun rises and sets, a day passes and is lost. Then why do you remain idle and refuse to serve the Lord of the heart? Yes.
This one is Ayur Harati Vaipumsan Udyan Astan Sayan Aso Tasyate Yat Shanonitam Uttam Shloka Vartaya. So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.17. And it says that with each setting and rising of the sun, one day is passed. For those who are involved in the material activities, but for those who engage their time in discussing and singing the glories of Uttam Shloka, which is the Lord, then they are not affected by this.
Perfect. 6. Understand this essential fact. Life is temporary and full of all kinds of miseries, so make it your only business to take shelter of the holy name and always engage in his service. Who's got one? Where does it say in the Bhagavad Gita that life is temporary and full of all kinds of miseries?
Krishna says, yeah, someone is on the phone, looks like. There is one verse which says, from the lowest planet down to the highest planet.
What is that one verse? And where is it? Did you chant it every day during Kartik?
It's in 8:15.
Bhumi, please recite it.
Okay. Can you get me started? Just the first word.
Well, Abrahma Bhuvana Loka is the verse you were referring to.
No. I was going to do the one before that.
Mamupetya
Kalayama.
Mamupetya Punarjanma.
All right. Mamupetya Punarjanma Dugalayama Shashvatam. Mamupetya, not nuvanti Mahatmana Samsidim Paramam Gita.
Translation.
And that means, after attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. And the next one is Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punar Avartinorjuna Mamupecha to Koteya Punar Janmana Vijite. And that means from the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again.
Bravo. Good work.
Thanks.
Okay. And the next verse. Desiring to bless all souls, the sweet name of Krishna has descended to the material world and now shines like the sun in the sky of the heart destroying the darkness of ignorance. You have a verse about the holy names? Yes. Hari Sankirtan's on a roll.
Bhagavad Gita 10 chapter verse. Tesham evanu kampartam aham ajnana jamtama nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhashvata. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with a shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance.
Nice. And the last one, drink the pure nectar of the holy name of Krishna and thus satisfy the soul of Bhakti Vinod. There's nothing but the holy name within all the 14 worlds. Why does everyone else's drinking the nectar of the holy name satisfy the soul of Bhakti Vinod? Let's ask Akuranath Prabhu. Why does the author become satisfied when we drink the nectar of the holy name?
Yeah, but a Vaishnava is paradukha dukhi, and he feels compassion when people are not, when people are in ignorance and they're suffering. And also he wants to see Krishna happy, and he knows that Krishna's desire is to also reawaken the Krishna consciousness of those the wayward souls.
Do you feel like that when you see people chanting the holy name?
Yes, I do.
And is that why you go out to Santa Cruz to distribute books? Do you feel like that when you see people taking the books?
It makes me feel like that. I haven't been out for a while, but when I'm distributing books and people are appreciating, whenever I see people appreciating Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada's books, it makes me very, very happy. And it's not just a sort of patriotism or something, some feeling of like bodily identification. It's a different kind of happiness that this is genuine, that people are getting something genuinely very valuable, and that this is putting the universe back in its right order.
Thank you very much. We need 3 certified kartalists for the next song. Do we have 3 certified kartalists? If you're a certified kartalist, you can raise your hand and take a pair of kartals. Here's another set. Udilo aruna pura babage dwijamani gaura mani jage. Bhakata samhua loya sate gila nagara braje. Tatai tatai bajalo ko Gana gana tahe janjira ro. Preme dhala dhala sonara anga charane nu pura baje. Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari Bole na bolore vadana bhori. Miche nidabashe gelore rati dibasa sharira sache. E manadulaba manava deho paya kikoro bhavana keho. ebe na bhajile jashoda suta charame poribe laje. Udita tapana hoile asta dina gelo bole hoibe byasta hoile asta dina gelo bole hoibe byasta tabe keno ebe alasha hoy na bhajari doya raje. Jivana nitya janahasha tahena na vidha vipadabha. Namashaya kori jatane tumi taka apana kaje. Jivera kalyana sadhanakam jagate asiye madhuryanam sadhanakam jagate asiye abidyatimira tapana rupe pridgagane biraje. Krishna nam shura koriya pan jurao pakati vinora pran. Nam bina kichu nahi ko aro choda bhuvana mahache. Jeev jago, Gaura Chandra bole. Lord Gauranga is calling, wake up sleeping souls. Kota nidra jao maya pisha chira kole. You have slept so long on the lap of the witch Maya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Baji bo boliya Shangshara bhitare. You came into this world of birth and death saying, my Lord, I will certainly serve you. Bhuliyaro hile tumi abhijara bhare. But you've forgotten this promise and remained in great ignorance. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.